Confidence Network for the strong, not the weak.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to NBA Got Game TV, and as always, thanks for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to take a look at the career of Julius Dr. J. Erving. To the 70s and 80s fans, you know that this guy was the face of the NBA for many years. But before we take a closer look, just a little reminder, if you like this video, do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Also, underneath the video, you will see a link to my Facebook page. Likes, I really appreciate it. And I would say, without any more blah blah, let's get right into the video. Julius Erving was born on the 22nd of February in 1950 in East Meadow, New York. Before Julius even touched an NBA basketball, he made a name for himself being a legend on the streets.
Since the 50s, Rucker Park in Harlem had hosted summer tournaments that brought names as big as Wilt Chamberlain and Connie Hawkins to the blacktop to play a version of the game where style was essential to the substance.
The first game you got in on this court here and played like a bum, you was a bum. So when Julius Erving came to Rucker, he'd either be known in the basketball world as a great player, or he would have probably figured out a way to deal with his books and keep his grades high.
We played him the first game, and they kept saying, you wait till Julius gets here. You wait till Julius. And I'm like, who's Julius? I'm in the NBA, but I care about Julius.
Tom Hoover had never heard of him, but soon enough, the kid named Julius was doing things that no one at the Rucker would ever forget.
At the baseline, he dunks, and the guy takes the ball out to throw it the length of the court for a fast break. He jumps up in the air and catches the ball and throws it down.
Charlie Scott shot a long shot, and Julius came, took it out of the air, and dunked it.
I took it right there. I said, I don't need to see anything else. This was it.
People here in Harlem, they really know good basketball. And, you know, if you do something real nice, you know, they show their appreciation.
He came down one time, I had the angle on him. He dunked the ball so bad, the ball hit me in the top of the head. My teeth fell out on the ground. The crowd roared. I had scrambled to grab him off the ground and put him back in my mouth. That helped build his reputation.
He had a sensational college career playing for UMass, averaging 20 points and 20 boards a game. When it came to the draft, it was way more complicated in the 70s, since there were two leagues, the ABA and the NBA. Although NBA rules at the time did not allow teams to draft players who were less than 4 years removed from high school, the ABA instituted a hardship rule that would allow players to leave college early. Julius took advantage of the rule change and left UMass after his junior year to sign a 4-year contract worth $500,000 spread over 7 years. Right from the start, Dr. J became one of the biggest stars the ABA has ever seen. In his rookie season, he averaged 27.3 points per game. and was selected to the All-NBA second team, made the All-NBA rookie team, led the ABA in offensive rebounds, and finished second to Artis Gilmore for the ABA Rookie of the Year award. Irvin played in the ABA for Virginia and the New York Nets until 1976. His last year was also the year of the legendary first dunk contest ever.
Good evening, everyone. This huge, record-breaking crowd about to bear witness to one of the most spectacular events in professional basketball, the slam dunk contest.
I think the thing about it that I always loved was, there was uncertainty. You didn't know who was going to win. I mean, you got David Thompson, Artis Gilmore, Larry Keenan, George Gervin, and myself. And, we were all pretty good at throwing the ball down.
I was going up against Doc. I ain't have a chance. I knew I ain't have a chance.
Everybody knew it was probably going to come down between me and Dr. J.
I went baseline to the 360 dunk, the first recorded 360 dunk.
Oh, David Thompson! Twist around, slam dunk!
I was feeling pretty good about myself. I might win this slam dunk competition. But now it was Dr. J's turn.
And now the doctor goes to work. Unbelievable.
It's hard to come up with something new and different.
And then Dr. J marked his steps from the other end of the court and took off running, and his afro was blowing in the wind.
And that sends everyone reeling. Julius Erving.
I wish I knew that much at that time to be able to say it would be as memorable as it was and it is.
When the NBA and the ABA merged, many people were skeptical if ABA players could even compete in the NBA. That question got answered pretty fast. After winning 2 ABA championships, Irvin was putting up great numbers in his first year in the NBA. In his first NBA season, he made the All-Star game right away and was also the MVP.
This is Demirovic. Oh, showtime to the doctor. Here comes the doctor. House call.
Oh my goodness.
3:15 now for the game. Here's the doctor inside. Oh, give it to him and send him to the free throw line. The West Coast calling the shots. Oh, Dr. J. Collins to Julius. Oh!
Watch this move right here.
The 76ers were one of the best teams ever, and in 1983, they finally won an NBA championship, even though Dr. J was in the fall of his career. In 1987, at the age of 37, he retired, having a career average of 24 points, 8.5 boards, 2 steals, and 4 assists a game. How good was Dr. J, you ask? Well, let me pass on this question to some other people.
Without any doubt, the absolute greatest forward that has ever put on a pair of basketball shoes.
Look right there, what that say? Dr. J. From the University of Massachusetts. This is a medical shoe because the doctor wore these. Number 6, captain of the Philadelphia 76ers.
They were specifically making this for a guy that was taking flight.
Julius, the Doctor Erving.
Hi, I'm Julius Erving.
Dr. J was such a superhero.
There is Julius Erving. Look at that move. Oh!
He was taking flight, man. Number 1 airline in the league for a long time.
Everyone else, as well as myself, might as well get used to it.
When Dr. J would take off, I mean, he was up there for some time.
Leave the special effects to the singers and the dancers.
His hair would always be flying in the back as he's flying through the air.
Look out.
I mean, it's the doc. It was an operation. It was, he was up in the ICU and he was bringing someone back to life. He was bringing the arena back to life and letting you know.
And that sends everyone reeling. Julius Erving.
Dr. J, aging very well.
Here's another of my secrets. I never eat within 3 hours of a game.
Such a beautiful man. Oh my gosh, he had great legs too.
When he came along, his style just left an imprint that we'll never forget.
So you guys, this was my video on Dr. J to the hardcore 80s and 90s and early 2000 fans. If you want to hear NBA stories from the players themselves, you can check out my new channel, the BTM, the Basketball Time Machine, which is a podcast with former NBA players talking about the 80s, the 90s, and early 2000s. Many stories on Dr. J, many stories on Larry Bird, on Michael Jordan, on Magic Johnson. We had Terry Cummings on the show. We had NBA legend Otis Birdsong. Mark Eaton is on the show. So many great guys. So if you want to check this out, just click on the link. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you next time.
Yo, this is Big Illinois 73, host of the Backyard Podcast, Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central Time on the Built for This network. Check us out. Hosted by yours truly, with my panel, my fam. We got the sister Kim Webb, the brother Dre MC1, the brother Anuliel, and the brother HRap B. No topic is off limit. We laugh and joke. We get serious. Try to be informative. Check us out. Once again, that's the Backyard Podcast, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Let's go.
It's your boy D Greatest from South Central. Tune in on Sunday for Sunday Night Love Jones, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And on Mondays for Monday Night Love Jones, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for good music, good conversation, and good vibes. It's all about the love. Yeah, man.
Once again, it's on. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending upon what time and what day you listen to this. This is the End of the Bench Podcast, hosted by Built for This network on Spreaker.com. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for subscribing. Please hit the like button. Please share. Tell a friend to listen, rate, subscribe. This is a podcast, as I tell you, every 7 days. That means there's no such thing as, yo, HRap, I missed your show. Please stop telling me that, because then I know you're a liar. And that's what I think. And you say, I missed your show, and I sent you a link, I just think, shut up, you lying. But if you not lying and you want to listen again, go back to Spreaker.com. You can go to YouTube, Built for This Network Radio. You can go to Apple Podcasts, subscribe, rate, leave a note, 5 stars. Thank you, Spotify. Subscribe, iHeartRadio. Subscribe, Google Podcasts. Subscribe, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, or wherever you get your podcast. Go, subscribe, rate, leave your boy a great review. Thank you for tuning in. This is HRap B. As I do before every one of my shows, I give homage to my ancestors and my family. Without them, there is no me. That is everybody in the Whitmore family: Pollard, Turner, Battle, Cotton, Harper, Bailey, Chris, Lansdowne, Lincoln, Duncan, Williams, we are in the building. Thank you to my ancestors. Thank you to my friends, family, and all my supporters. We in the building. As usual, I got my man Joe from Houston and Big Illinois. What's good, dudes? What's up?
Man, hey, I'm ready for this. Today's a good day. What's going on, pal?
Man, everybody who's tuning in, again, if you are listening, if you listen today, tonight, in the morning, in the evening, or whenever, I need you to hit the like button. Please share to all your social media. While I'm saying that, how about I do it? Share it to my social media now. Thank you very much. If you want to follow me on social media, you can always check me out on Instagram and or Twitter at HRap_B. That is at HRap_B. Shoot your boy a line. We're going to have a good time. Again, man, it has been an extremely interesting week in sports. We got a little baseball. We got a little basketball. We got a little football. You got a little politics. And before I even start the show, I want to say rest in peace to one of the dopest baseball players in the history of the game. He was the model for second baseman. At 5'7" tall, he won back-to-back league MVPs. He was part of one of the most iconic teams in the history of baseball. He left baseball and became one of the most 50% of the most iconic baseball announcing teams. He goes by the name of, now he is an ancestor. His name is Joe Morgan. Thank you. Rest in peace, Joe. Thank you for everything that you contribute to us. And you will definitely be missed, my brother. Thank you. Rest in peace.
He was a snappy dresser too.
Yeah, man. Joe Morgan was the man. I mean, he gave all the little dudes hope, man. 5'7", league MVP back to back. I mean, without Joe Morgan, you might not have a Ray Durham. It's a bunch of dudes you wouldn't have without Joe Morgan, man. So, man, rest in power. Man, he was the man on ESPN. He was the man everywhere he went, man. I mean, I remember being a shorty because he was another dude that made me pay attention. He was left-handed too. So he used to flap his, when he come up the bat, he would rock his left elbow and then get ready to bat. It was like, he used to try to slide like Pete Rose, bat like Joe Morgan and Reggie Jackson and a bunch of other dudes, man. Rest in power, Joe, man. You will be sadly missed. I missed you already on the ESPN when they switched over to these Woodrows they got now, but you still the man.
They still haven't been able to replace that announcing team.
Yeah, they're not, man. I mean, this dude, man, he knew everything. He could put himself in everything. 10-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion, 2-time MVP, 5-time Golden Glove, Silver Slugger, retired his number in Cincinnati, started off with he in the Houston Astros Hall of Fame. And you can't say nothing bad about Joe Morgan. A lot of these younger dudes, you say, oh man, I don't want to hear that. You don't want to know about sports. You want to talk about that dumb shit. Keep talking about it. I'm gonna salute that brother. I'm gonna pay homage. He's an ancestor now. Big ups to Joe Morgan. I'm gonna give you another round of applause, big homie. With that,
hey, I got a question. Is my fault. Is Whitaker in the Hall of Fame then?
Sweet Lou Whitaker? Not yet.
Yeah.
Talking about from the Tigers.
Really?
Nah, him and Alan Trammell. I don't think him or that's probably two of the best combinations ever. And Sweet Lou Whitaker is not in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, man. Him, Alan Trammell, man. It's another dude who I believe should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame is a brother by the name of Willie Randolph, second baseman for the Yankees for a bunch of years.
Yeah, he was the hitting coach for the Mets, right?
I think so. I mean, I don't think Sweet Lou is in. I'm gonna look him up as we speak. As far as I know, Sweet Lou Whitaker is not in the Hall of Fame. One of the best second basemen ever. He was not in the Hall of Fame. 5-time All-Star, World Series champion 84, Rookie of the Year in 78, 3-time Gold Glove winner, 4-time Silver Slugger. And of course, he was left-handed too. That's why I knew exactly who he was talking about. All the left-hand ball players. I'm definitely biased. I got a left-hand bias, most definitely. But you got to give Lou Whitaker, you got to give him his props, man. Dude is awesome. He was awesome. Alan Trammell was awesome. And then the Hall of Fame people full of shit a lot of times. And see, like Lou Whitaker, if you just looked at his numbers, you would go, okay. But this dude hit 276. You know, he hit 244 home runs, which is a ton of home runs for a second baseman. He hit, I think, Joe Morgan might have not only hit like 250. He hit 2,300 hits, 1,000 RBIs. So, you know, he ain't got them old Alex Rodriguez numbers, but you got to be a sports fan and respect what he did. You got to be, hell, he got 200 less hits than Joe Morgan. He got 14 less home runs and 100 less RBIs, and he not in the Hall of Fame. But again, man, to hell with the writers. Writers are a bunch of dudes that ain't never done nothing, and they think they know everything about the game. And a lot of them do, man. A lot of them do. No disrespect to none of the writers, but the dudes who don't be voting in these excellent ball players, iconic ball players, y'all need to hurry up and stay there.
Let them get in when they can actually give a speech.
Right. You know, motherfuckers like it's this brother who in football. He part of the Steel Curtain, man. His name L.C. Greenwood is his name. His name is L.C. Greenwood, and he is not in the Hall of Fame. And no disrespect to Jack Ham, but Jack Ham is. But you know, it is what it is. You know, but man, how y'all doing this week, man?
Man, so far so good, man. I am checking out these NFL games.
Yeah, man.
Right.
And we got a game tonight, so that's a odd but great treat to have a Tuesday night football game. So, hey, plus we doing the show. Love it.
Yeah, man. Well, you know what? Instead of starting off with football, let's start off with this baseball. The White Sox fired their manager yesterday, and I plugged into a couple of my people who are in the know. Allegedly, Frank and Ozzie are going to be the dynamic duo in the dugout for the Chicago White Sox. Thoughts on that?
Actually, they said that Ozzie wasn't being considered for the manager position.
Well, my insider must be on the outside.
Yeah, they said that yesterday once they announced that Buddy was they was parting ways with Buddy.
What you think about them parting ways with him?
You know what? It's the same way when he was with the Cubs. I don't think the Cubs would have won that year. Or either one with him as the manager. He's an excellent bench coach. But some people are just not management material. And you can tell that like towards the end of the year, it's kind of like the team was going the other direction at the wrong time, and that's what happened with the Cubs as well. I mean, he's an excellent bench coach, but as far as taking now, the one that surprised me was Coop, though. I think they would ever get rid of Coop.
Yeah, that shocked the hell out of me. I don't understand at all. You know, you can get I don't know, man. This is an interesting situation. I'm looking forward to the future of the White Sox. I'm hoping this is just not a traditional Chicago move, whereas we just gonna clean house for the sake of cleaning house. We've been around so long that it ain't nothing else for us to do but to get rid of some people and make it look like we making moves, because Chicago sports, they're notorious for that. One of my least favorite things about it is my least favorite thing about being a sports fan in Chicago, that you know that the team is on BS just because they're not making moves. They're just shifting things so they don't have to spend money and you continue to do it. But then again, with this pandemic going on, you may not be able to pull it like that, man, because at this point, I believe this pandemic might be the best thing to happen to sports, because you need people to pay attention now. You need people to pay attention, tune in, and do things like that, because if you don't serve your fan base right, your ass could potentially be on the outside of the bullshit. So it's not.
This pandemic definitely put a microscope on everything. It made us look at the inner workings of all these sports teams, all these sports overall. Seeing how, of course, I won't be like basketball, but like just seeing how Adam Silver did this with the bubble, and they had no positive tests. Then you got football. Granted, you can't really be in the bubble, but we see how many tests came back positive in regards to that. So like the sports world is still under a microscope.
Yeah, man, and seem to be it's especially in baseball, man. It's that homegrown talent, man. Look at the Braves. Look at the Devil Rays. I don't think they call it Devil Rays anymore.
Yeah, they just the Rays. They dropped the Devil.
Look at the Rays. I mean, it's that homegrown talent, man. The Dodgers shit. I mean, I like the direction that baseball is going to. But the thing with the White Sox and with the Cubs, I think the White Sox is in a different situation than what the Cubs is in. Because the White Sox still got a decent farm system. Cubs farm system is terrible. So even if they were to trade somebody or sign a high price free agent, I don't know if there's any that's out there other than the pitcher from Cincinnati. I forgot his name. I want to call him from Cleveland. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. You too, buddy. But I don't know if you want to give him over $200 million.
No, you don't. Okay, I would.
You know? So it's just, you know. So they can actually do that. They still won't be handcuffed.
Mm-hmm.
Because they haven't started paying they people that came up through their minor league system. The Cubs is just, the Cubs might not have a winner. I hate to say this. They'll have to get rid of these high price salaries and try to rebuild that farm system. Or if you can kind of trade some of these people, maybe throw in like a washing machine, a dryer, a couple of basketballs, and see if they can give you a year. Some double A pitches, people that you can build on. Else it's gonna be a long couple of years for the Cubs.
With that being said, you being a Cub guy, Theo has 1 year left on his deal. Would you resign him?
Yes, I will resign him. Yeah.
What do you think the holdup is?
Yeah. He wanted to wait until the last minute, like he did the last time. At least that's what he said. He wanted to wait until, I guess, after next year, see how the year's going before he actually try to sign or re-sign again.
Okay. Thoughts on these playoffs? We in the Final Four. We got the Braves, as the aforementioned Braves and Dodgers, versus the aforementioned Rays and Astros. Shout out to Dusty Baker, man, for letting people know I still got it.
the Braves, man, that pitching is they looking like the White Sox. Look, they won World Series, man. That pitching came out of nowhere. Remember, we were saying that was going to be the reason why they were going to be out real soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, they pitching lights out, man. The Dodgers, Kershaw was having back spasms, so he's not going tonight. I don't know if he'll or when he's going to pitch again, but that series, he could go either way, 6 to 7 games.
Yeah, it's as of right now, it's bottom of the second, 1-out, 0-0.
Yeah. And the thing with the Rays, man, I think this might just be their year, man.
You know, the Rays, I think the Rays need to just pack up. They need to pack up and go to Montreal like they really want to, because that is not an outdoor place to watch baseball. People in Florida are not going outside to watch sporting events unless it's football. And it's just too much going on in the state of Florida to have teams like that. You know, I think they should pack up and leave. They have a great organization. Ever since that new group took over, the organization has been on point. You know, they've gone to the World Series. They put the team together. I think they need to go ahead and move to Montreal, because when you move to Montreal, you have an established fan base. It's gonna be just like with Deacondale and Baltimore when the Colts left, they didn't have a team, but it's still a fan base there. And it was just because Jim Irsay's dad was a creep, and he left in the middle of the night, didn't announce anything. It was an ugly situation, but he left for a nation of, a city of football fans. So if you go back up to Montreal, who didn't want to, and it was the same thing, we don't want to build a stadium, and now they're clamoring for these things. And I don't understand. I understand, like, on the surface, and that seems to be the problem a lot of times. On the surface, everyone wants to talk about, oh, they're using municipal dollars to build this. We could be building schools and yada, yada, yada. And I'm going to call him out here, dude who listening right now. The homie Stacy was talking that BS, that jibber jabber, when they was talking about rebuilding, when they was talking about building another stadium instead of just renovating Soldier Field here in Chicago. They was talking about putting a dome over there. And cats like Stacy, man, they could be doing a lot more. And I'm like, dude, do you understand Chicago got one of the best hotel chain systems in America? They got some of the best restaurants in the history of in America. If you put a dome over there, do you know they'll be having all kinds of revenue? Final Four, Super Bowl, yada, yada, yada. They'll be here in Chicago. And people always talk about the cold, but when it's the Super Bowl, people don't give a damn about the cold if you're going to have a good time. So, I think the Rays need to go on. They need to pack up.
And Chicago got some of the best public transportation around.
Right. Second to only New York City. So, it's and then the beautiful part is the stadium is down the street from all those hotels I just mentioned. So it's easy traffic, easy in and out. It's just, and then those same municipalities end up spending that money to buy the damn team back, Oakland, to buy the damn team back, Baltimore. I don't blame Baltimore again. I blame Jim Irsay, old crank ass. Jim Irsay Senior, I blame him. Because again, man, it ain't like the Colts fans were not attending. Or Deacondale could probably speak to that better, but I remember everybody being upset with Irsay Senior, and people was outraged with him. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm blaming it on him. But I don't understand. But back to the actual conversation, I think the Rays are actually run situation, and I'm rooting for Dusty Baker. I want the Astros to win again for two reasons. The number one reason, I'm a big fan of Dusty Baker. I used to like him when he was with the Dodgers. I liked him in all his managerial positions. He done lost on some fluke plays, and people say, oh man, he don't know what he's doing. But if those plays would have worked, then he wins. And another reason I want the Astros to win is because they cheated, allegedly cheated. I don't know what happened. They cheated more than everybody else to win their last one. And then people in Major League Baseball acting like everybody else in baseball ain't cheating. It's just kind of like with the Belichick thing. Oh man, Bill Belichick ain't nothing. He cheating, but your team cheat too. And that's the thing I don't like about it. It's like, stop it, man.
Hey, what about for the White Sox, the Hitch, I think that's his name, the manager that used to be with Houston?
Uh-huh.
What about him for the managing position?
Hell yeah. I'm not that dude, man. I mean, like I said, man, I'm rooting for the team. I ain't trying to hear that. He ain't. Man, go to hell with that shit, man. Everybody cheating, man.
As long as y'all ready to cheat, I say go for it. Let's do it.
Everybody cheating. ESPN it's just like when they.
Get you a known cheater.
But he didn't do nothing more than nobody else. It's just like when ESPN do those expos. It's just like when ESPN do them expos and every stupid ass in the history of the world fall. Oh, they taking young 17-year-old boys to parties and letting them drink on college recruit trips, and then all these fools that claim they love sports. I can't believe they doing that. What? Name me a better way to get a dude to do what you want him to do. A bunch of pretty girls and drinking. Only other way is money. Right. You're a teenage boy. I'm gonna entice you with girls. I mean, stop it, man. It's kind of like the CTE thing and all this other stuff that I can't believe he was doing this. Really? It's just like again, man. I know I be talking about this dude a lot, Dr. Greg Carr. Shout out to Dr. Greg Carr and Karen Hunter. And he had a dude on his show one time. One of his students, rather, called in to his show, and he was talking about Hasim. I don't know his first name, Rahman, who the dude, the shotgun dude who shot Malcolm X. He was like, Henry Gates and old boy must have just found this out. Everybody in town knew he shot Malcolm X. And they made it a series, and they had all us engulfed in it, like all us caught up in the whole series and all that. And when you living in that town, everybody in the town knew, just like cheating. Everybody in the town, everybody in the world know everybody cheating, man.
You always said if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I mean, that saying didn't come from nowhere. Just like with the PEDs, it was a known fact that in the 70s, they said they had uppers in a big bowl looking like a bowl of candy. And on your way on the outfield, you grabbed a couple uppers and you played the seventh game and you played 7 days in a row or 7 games out of the last 10 days because you was drained and you got out. You know, and then when PEDs come out, oh, you cheating the game. Or, hey, Joe not old enough, but hey, you remember when Brady Anderson was hitting all those home runs? Everybody was saying he was cheating.
Yeah, like 50-something home runs at the leadoff spot.
He had 50 leadoff home runs. Deacon Dale can speak to this. He had 50 leadoff home runs, and he had 50 home runs in his career before that, and probably 50 after. No, and don't nobody know he was cheating. Stop it, man. I just don't. In short, big dog, bring him on to the south side. Bring him on to the south side. People can pretend. Y'all, you know what? People pretending like they don't know athletes and teams cheat. It's like pretending black folks don't get their ass kicked by the police. Now, we want to pretend. There goes some big time pretending right there. Oh, black people get beat up by the police? For real? Okay. Well, let me get y'all picks for the two series and the World Series, and we can go on keep it moving.
Serious?
Okay. Well, I'll go. I'm actually going to go with the Rays in the AL. And I do believe that the Dodgers will pull it out. Pull it out in regards to getting up on the Braves. Love the way the Braves are playing, but the Dodgers is pretty much the best team in baseball. They're gonna have to just really not show up fully to not win at this point. Granted, they did lose, this last game, so it's understandable. So I think they're gonna talk good. In regards to, man, I got the Dodgers winning it all. Thank you. Best team in baseball. They should win.
Yeah, I'm gonna still roll with the Dodgers, man. Against the Rays, and I'm gonna have to agree with Joe, man. I'm gonna have to go with the Dodgers. They're trying to get them one.
I would like to see the Dodgers win. Because again, when you being older, it wasn't as many channels, so you had to watch the Dodgers every morning. Joe Garagiola, Vince Scully. You kind of become a Dodger guy. I graduated from high school. Kirk Gibson hit that home run. It's all good. But I'm not. Only reason I'm not going with them is because I like Dusty Baker. I think he got a raw deal all these years. Everybody. The greatest manager in the world ain't gonna make some of these bums hit. So Dusty Baker done got a raw deal. If Dusty Baker don't win, I want the Los Angeles Dodgers to win. Shout out to Kirk Gibson. Shout out to Dale Strawberry. Eric Davis. All the Dodgers that didn't killed it over the years. Like I said, you a Dodger, Yankee, Cowboy, still a fan at some point in your life when you my age. One of those teams you've rooted for. So, I'm going to go ahead and go with them. Shout out to the Dodgers. Shout out to the Braves. Shout out to the Astros. Shout out to the Tampa Rays. Big ups to all of them. Thanks for the entertainment. It's been good. With that being said,
I do understand what you're saying about the raw deal because, granted, the Astros, the team has to change, truly, and so they just not hitting like they were. I mean, they even good enough to get here, but it's like they were doing the bare minimum. They were still just beating everybody.
No, I'm talking about over the years. Dusty Baker has gotten a raw deal to me.
Oh,
not in this.
Okay, I was talking about this year because they not hitting like they not putting the bat on the ball like they was the year before. Like I said, they got here and they had that split, made scores, home runs, all that stuff then. But now they not attacking like they were. I don't know what it is. Maybe they can't think about the pitches. They're not getting them signs for the pitches.
Well, shit, they made it to this far.
Yeah.
But huh?
Nothing going.
Well, as I was about to say, shout out to the Los Angeles Lakers world champions. Shout out to LeBron James, 4-time world champion. Shout out to Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis, and the Laker Nation, and everybody who doubted them. And most important to me, man, everybody can shout out all these people who was there the other night. But the most important person in this whole Laker situation to me is Irvin Magic Johnson. LeBron James came to Los Angeles because one, Irvin Magic Johnson. Irvin Magic Johnson traded all those dudes that everybody called them stupid for. Lou Whitaker, the big white boy, Lou Dean, Timothy Mozgov. I don't want to call him the big white boy. But he got rid of all that cap space and they moved in, executed, and got it done. So shout out to Magic Johnson. But what's the biggest thing? What stood out to most in the NBA Finals to you? What's your most memorable thing in the finals? Not a player per se, but what stood out the most in the NBA Finals?
to beat, and even in the loss, Jimmy Butler. We used to say the same thing, man. Jimmy Butler, man. That man showed heart. He put the team on his back and said, let's try it. He did what he could. Of course they got, the Miami Heat got high at times, and they was able to jump on the Lakers for 2 games. But they didn't really jump on them because they was down to the wire type of win type of game. But he put some boys on his back and he tried. I mean, I can't fault him for that. He's doing the same thing that, AI did against, Shaq and Kobe. Same thing LeBron did against, against Golden State the first year when he lost all when he lost the guy. So it's like, yeah, it's the heart in Jimmy Butler. I gained a little more respect.
Yeah, because it's like almost every night he had a damn near triple-double, man. So he was doing everything. But Dragic went down, even though I don't know how much he would have been as far as acting. But yeah, Jimmy Butler's hard, man. His will to win, and Eric Spoelstra, sorry. Man, he's a good coach. Man, I already thought he was a good coach, but I think you have to put him in that top tier, as far as active coaching.
For me, it was Rondo. Not that he shocked me at anything. And before I even give my answer, I do want to apologize to Jimmy Butler. I said, oh yeah, I didn't think Jimmy Butler was that dude. He's still not that dude to me, but he ranks a whole lot higher on the number 2 scale. I thought he was a 3rd tier guy. I didn't think if you add Jimmy Butler to Milwaukee, they're a championship winner. But now I actually believe if you put Jimmy Butler with the Kevin Durant, a LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard maybe, or any other would-be superstar in the National Basketball Association, I think he can be their Scottie Pippen. He can be their number 2. So I want to make it clear that I apologize to Jimmy Butler for not giving him his props. But what stood out to me the most is Rajon Rondo. Rajon Rondo is a difference maker. Rajon Rondo, and not just because what I'm about to say, Rajon Rondo is the dictionary definition of me saying, man, fuck them stats. What's your impact on the game? Rajon Rondo was 0 for 7 in one of those games and controlled the entire game. Rajon Rondo has made the system called LeBron James obsolete, if you ask me. Because LeBron James had no problem giving Rondo the ball and playing a traditional small forward role, kicking ass and taking names. And for that to happen from a LeBron James, I got to give him the mad props. And I honestly believe he may have played himself into the Hall of Fame. Thoughts? Comments?
You think Rondo played himself into the Hall of Fame?
Yes.
Okay. I'm with it. I mean, we always knew playoff Rondo was something serious, and he definitely stepped it up as it went on. Like you said, he did control the floor, so he'd definitely be a strong number 2 in regards to this conversation that we're having. Rondo did control the floor. I mean, he scored when he did. I mean, he developed a jump shot per se. That was the only true knock on him from the jump. He controlled the floor with the big 3 with the Celtics, made them win. So he was able to run the offense for them. So it was always, man, he got a jump shot, he'll be a problem. And he developed. He made it a formidable enough to where, okay, people not gonna believe in me. Okay, I'm just gonna knock it down. I'm just gonna keep knocking it down. And then of course, by him being a floor general, when you run up on him, he's just gonna pass it off because he don't need to take every shot. But yeah, definitely into the Hall of Fame. If he continues this, well, he's definitely going. I hope the Lakers keep him because that could be another run. But yeah, he's definitely playing himself into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
You still don't like Rondo, man?
Yeah.
You still don't like Rondo?
Yeah, I mean, they still would have won if he wasn't on the team.
Well, I'm just looking at his career. When he was with the Celtics, everybody said, "Oh man, it's the big three." And then when Ray Allen's skill started to diminish, when Kevin Garnett's knee was hurting, it damn near took Dwayne Wade breaking his arm for the Heat to beat them. And then he mulled around for a couple years. The big three left. He took over the team, and him and Doc got into it. They shipped him off. Somehow he ended up in Chicago, and he had the Isaiah Thomas-led Celtics on the ropes till he broke his hand. Then he go down to New Orleans. New Orleans was always a perennial loser in the first round. Rondo down there. Him and my man, another dude who don't get enough credit, Jrue Holiday. They take over and they win their first series. He leave, Anthony Davis and his crew fall right back apart. He go to LA. When he broke his hand last year, they fell off. Then LeBron got hurt. He played this year. They was sputtering. He come back. They win the title. I'm just, again, I am not the person that look at the stat sheet when I determine if you're good or not. I just look at, do you make the game easier for your teammates? Do you do the damn thing? Or are you just another dude out there? And to me, he's not another dude out there. He is a cog. He is a prevalent cog in every team that he's been on. The team gets better, and he a coach on the floor. So to me, that's what a Hall of Famer does. Make the game easier for everybody else. And for that reason, that's why I rock with Rondo. But I mean, everything ain't for everybody. I mean, I'm also a Jason Kidd fan. And wasn't nobody really rocking with him initially either. So everybody else, he needed a jumper. But people like Rondo and Kidd, they hit shots when it count. I'll make a difference if I leave him open. And that's what they did. And he said, "Oh, damn, they leaving me open? Okay, pay for it." No, so that's why I would say that. With that being said, what did you think about LeBron James saying, "I need my damn respect"?
It kind of blew me with that because he had a point where LeBron is going down as one of the great, on the Mount Rushmore of NBA lore. What other respect are you looking for? Are you looking for other respect as far as these people that disrespecting him as far as for his social issues? Because on the basketball court, I mean, what else can he accomplish at this point, man? I wish he would, instead of saying he won't respect, I'll tell these motherfuckers kiss your ass.
It kind of blew me too. I mean, I understand that it. I understand why, because this is, he hears the naysayers and all of that. But at this point, what he does need to realize is there is nothing on God's green earth that he can do that will change the Jordan fan's mind that he's better than. There is nothing in a Kobe fan's eyes, especially now that that Kobe's gone. Nothing that he can do. There is nothing that he can do that will put in their eyes LeBron in front of either one of them. So who do you want this respect from, LeBron? The media loves you. The analysts love you.
Actually, the media don't love LeBron James.
It's a half and half.
I mean, but I think as who says this all the time? I can't remember who says this. That dude Nick Wright, king of the LeBron James dick riders. I kind of tend to lean towards Big Illinois. Because LeBron James is too great of a player to even be saying, I need my respect. I mean, that's why people will never see him like Michael Jordan. No. Or see him equal to Michael Jordan. Because Michael Jordan wanted that same respect. But he never said it. It's this, but Michael Jordan also didn't grow up in this, I'm going to talk about every time you made a mistake era. Because, you know, if you're a Bull fan, you've seen Mike fuck up a bunch of times, but don't nobody ever mention it. But the thing is, I just think he needs to shut the fuck up.
And man, Mike never had a bad game, man.
Exactly.
Mike never missed a shot. Mike never missed a shot. Never had a turnover. Man, never missed a game.
I can remember
Played all 40
82-0, man.
Right.
So, listen.
Well, it's just these stupid motherfuckers with this same dumbass conversation every day. You know, but it's just me though. I mean, he actually pays attention to what people think of him, and which is stupid. I mean, if motherfucker don't like me, good. That's one, because if life is measured on breaths, I'm gonna live another week not saying shit about what you think about me. These people don't like me to this motherfuckers that don't like me, and I know it. And when I walk in the room, I look them in their eye and walk past their ass. So, you know, it's just, hey man.
I think it's just this social media thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, we all human, so I mean, I would check my social media if I was that popular too. But it's like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's been out for a year. Well, actually, yeah. And it was a football player that kind of threw a jab at the man once the Lakers won, talking about the Kevin Durant championships don't matter. And he had clapped back at him, was like, you know, I didn't know that practice players get rings either. Right. And people keep coming at them, and instead of them saying, you know what, I guess for their image, they can't be like, you know what, fuck you, something like that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come on the show, man. But is this man? The respect is given already, man. You don't need nobody to ask nobody to give you respect. What's that, man?
I mean, you know what, man? I don't have no problem with them clapping back like that. I really don't. I really don't have a problem with them clapping back like this, like that. It's the stuff when they get all emotional, to me, when they sound like 14-year-old girls clapping back. You know, I'm not doing that. You know, either clap back or shut up. You cannot politically correct. You can't be politically correct and clap back. I'm sorry. It don't work. Fuck you works. Fuck you translates to every language. And when you are as popular as Kevin Durant and LeBron James, if you say fuck you on Twitter, it ain't like Nike gonna be like, man, you can't be saying that. Yes, I can. Okay. Because it is what it is. But see, they want to be, I don't understand the concept of wanting to be liked, man. And maybe that's a character flaw in me. But, man, if you don't like me, so what? So what? I mean, like, hey, man, you've been knowing me 35 years. You ain't never seen me. Oh, man, I need you to like me, homie. So, you know it's a bunch of cats that don't like me. And you see me say, man, fuck you. And to quote my man, like Henry Parker, I can box. And that's, that's what it is, man. I mean, maybe I'm too much of a jerk ass, but I don't give a damn.
Man, I remember that time you was crying when they would pick you when we was playing at our park, man.
Nah, you don't remember that. You don't remember that? Nah, you don't remember that. I'm gonna my man IC just stepped in the building and said, I'm gonna say this. Give me my respect comment from LeBron. Wasn't against the media, it was against Kyrie Irving Kawhi Leonard for that commercial. Okay, I can dig that. Okay, shout out to RC. Much love to RC. If you gonna say if it was about those two suckers and suckers like Paul Pierce, I do that. But me personally, I'll call you out. You know what I mean? Hey man, what's gonna happen? You know what? In this era, if this was 25, 30 years ago when Michael Jordan was playing, you say fuck you, then it's the whole world. Oh my God! But today, if you call those suckers out, do you know how many more fans LeBron James would get if he said, "Oh, by the way, yeah, I might not be better than Mike and Kobe, but I'm better than Paul Pierce." Oh, Skip Bayless and Paul Pierce, and that's what Michael Wade. Shout out to Michael Wade. That's what Michael Wade said. I'm telling you, if you really want to call some, see this ambiguous calling out again. I'm a jerk ass man. You know, I grew up in the house with my moms, my sisters and brothers way older than me. So, man, maybe my mom was a jerk ass. It was just, man, my mama told, man, my mother raised me the same.
So you said he's doing subliminals like Drake instead of coming right out?
No, I'm going straight at you. I'm coming right at you like Styles P reply to 50 in that In My Hood remix. I'm going to say your name. If you want to clap. Don't. Old boy on the show with HRap and Joe. No. Big Illinois, fuck you. That's what I'm saying. That's just who I am, though. A lot of people, I understand it, though. A lot of people like to be liked. But the people, fam, you know me. Me and you been rocking since the 80s, the early 80s. Me and you, we ain't never traveled in a whole bunch of people. You like me, cool. If you don't, hey, my crew like me. I'm calling you by name.
We never liked you. We just used to tolerate you.
Hey, well, y'all kept kicking it. I mean, man, it's just, I don't get it, man. You know, like, only time I respected a subliminal jab in my life is, and again, this is not a bias, and it's a funny that I'm gonna say this, and RC came back to this week, but it's when Isaiah Thomas took a shot at who I believe was Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, because Magic had put the book out saying it was me who kept him off the dream team, and then Mike threw a couple jabs, and then Isaiah was in an interview, and he was like, you know what? I'm not accepting no more slander on my name. I'm going to mess around and write a book. And nobody else said anything else about him.
Hey, man, he should have wrote the book, man.
No, they stopped talking about him. Because, you know, it was a bunch of subliminal jabs, and he threw one giant one. And it was like, all of a sudden, everybody was his homie again. So, that's the only time you know what, I'm going to keep this under wraps. And y'all know who I'm talking about, but the next person say something about me, you're going to have problems for a long time. And maybe that's what LeBron needs to do. But that subliminal sublims, I'm the most popular athlete in the most popular sport today. Because I think football's still the most popular sport, but the only sport that's getting everybody's attention, because I'm the man right now. I'm the biggest athlete in America. Say something else about me. And I'm like Shannon Sharp. He needs to load up for a two-piece. Because what Crowder did to him when he threw him to the floor and he bounced up, I would have pulled what's that boy name? Cornerback for the Rams. I'm meeting you in the back of the bubble, man. When it's over, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you in these streets. But yeah, I'm pulling the Jalen Ramsey. I'm pulling the Carmelo. You know, it's easy to be tough when you know somebody gonna grab you. But
that was actually something I was gonna bring up about the Lakers. If they are trying to tool up, go for a repeat, who should they be looking for?
Depends on who they lose. But I don't think nobody. If you were the Washington Wizards, will you give up Bradley Beal?
Now I already played him forever, so no, never mind.
I'm not giving up Bradley Beal for Kaka. You ain't got nothing in it. What you gonna trade me, Kyle Kuzma? Really? Right. Man, I would if I would fly to LA and slap Rob Pelinka if I was the GM of the Wizards. So we give you I wouldn't even answer. I'd do like on that Monster commercial and drive to my man's house and smack him. But I mean, it depends on who they lose. They don't really have a lot of wiggle room. Next question. Is it anybody out there that can challenge them within the next season?
As long as you have the...
I can't hardly hear you, muffled.
Not as long as you have the number one player in the NBA, even though he's older, and then Anthony Davis is top? Will he be in the top 3? I don't see who can do something.
You sound super muffled. The string on your can getting loose.
Man, that's your phone, man. That's your Apple.
It's worse now. It's actually worse. You gonna believe me, or you gonna believe you not hearing you, or me hearing you?
Can you hear me now?
It sounds like you speaking from a well. Put them Fisher Price headphones off, man.
Man, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. It just sounds muffled.
I don't know why that is.
Fisher Price, my first headphones.
But I don't see anybody beat them.
Okay. Joe?
I mean, I don't see anybody beating them. But I mean, in regards to Golden State coming back healthy, they may give them a run for their money. But in regards to it, I think this is going to turn into until LeBron fully, his skills fully diminish, or he steps back and let Anthony Davis be the man that he can be, actually the Robin in regards to this. I don't see nobody beating for a while.
Do you put an asterisk on this reign like the rest of these buffoons are saying?
Hey man, I don't agree with that, man. People put an asterisk on the first championship, and that's some bullshit, man. We earned that.
Interesting.
I don't understand how you gonna have an asterisk on it when it's a title. It was, everybody had, truthfully, in regards to this, everybody went through the same thing. So it's like when NBA shut down, everybody was shut down. And when they brought everybody back, they said we only bringing back this many teams if you this close to competing. If you ain't make that cut, you didn't come. You wasn't gonna get the championship game anyway. So I mean, I understand it. It's like, it's not a full season, stuff like that. It was a bubble, but it's a championship. The only reason it's truly asterisk is because LeBron won.
I'm gonna put an asterisk in. I think that's just that. Again, this is why I said I don't think the media loves LeBron. I just think the people at Fox and these sports outlets need to have a conversation about something. They're not having conversations about people, places, and things. They're having conversations about individual situations. And I think they created that to make you tune in to listen to a Skip Bayless, to make you tune in to listen to a Stephen A. Smith, and just loud talking. And then they got Nick Wright also doing the same thing, just talking real loud, really not making a point. They just and then people join in, and then it's like I told you earlier, I think it's more of a situation where attorneys are talking. They want to present things like attorneys. Attorneys don't tell the truth. They're not really looking for the truth. What they do is take pieces from other cases and present this as if it's the truth. It's a section of the truth, but it's not the truth. And for somebody to say, "Oh, this is This is it was an easy cakewalk of the things that Skip Bayless say. If you ask me, it's harder because when it's tough, you get a chance to go home and deal with your family. You can step away from it. Yeah, he does. You get to deal with your family. You can step away from the madness for a little while. You can like Jordan used to do. You can go up to Atlantic City and cool out for a little while. You can go do what you're gonna do for a little while. Blow one. Whatever you do, you can do that. But in the bubble, it's more like an NCAA thing. You on top of this every other night. It ain't no, I got 3 nights to heal up. It ain't, it was the travel that really hurt you. Yeah, the travel may wear thin on you, but these days, they giving you 3 and 4 days in between traveling and things of that nature. So, it's just, I think that whole conversation about asterisk, again, this is so ESPN next week when it's slow, they can bring this up and they can keep that stupid ass conversation about Jordan and LeBron. If Jordan's better than LeBron, it's Kobe. Why don't nobody do it? It's that same cycle of foolishness because you rarely hear about the Spurs 50-game championship. And hey man, everybody got the same amount of time off. And all that mentally weak shit, thank you. I agree with Microwave. That travel shit is overrated because those dudes are playing. They ain't flying Southwest. You can believe that. They ain't flying Southwest. So Pistons ended that in '89 when they got a private jet. So it's just fodder. With that being said, man, let's go ahead flip to this NFL thing. Joe, your favorite team is in AFC. Big Illinois, your favorite team is in NFC, and I'm gonna do the whole league. I need some power rankings from the AFC, Joe. I'm tired of the jazzy for the lazy MJ LeBron debates. Let's let's rank them for once and retire. Hey, shout out to RC. I'm sick of it too, man. It's a conversation I'm never gonna have again in my life. Somebody asked me who you think is the best. I'm gonna say your mom.
All right, let me get my top 5. All right, number 5 as of right now, I am going with the Tennessee Titans. 4 is the Buffalo Bills. 3 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 is the Kansas City Chiefs. And the Ravens are rounding out my top 5 in the number 1 spot.
Big Illinois, you're a bad fan. Talk to me about the NFC.
All right, man. Number 1, I got the Packers. It hurts me to say that, but yeah, I got the Packers. Second in total yards, man. 4th in points scored. Number 2, I know this could be a toss-up with a lot of people, but I'm putting Seattle number 2 because of their defense, man.
Mm-hmm.
They first in points, 10th in total yards, 4th in passing. In that 3rd spot, I'm going with the Rams. That defense is playing like they was playing Sunday, man. It's a hard team to beat, man.
The Rams?
Running the ball. Yeah, the Rams.
Oh, okay.
Because they're actually running the ball, and Goff is actually playing under control. 4, it's kind of early, but you know what, man? I'm going to slide the Carolina Panthers up in that spot for this week, man. Only because Teddy Bridgewater got that team humming. Him and Anderson, they got a connection going. They're actually 7th in total yards, and believe it or not, they're 3rd in passing in the whole NFC. The number 5 spot, I'm going to put it home. I wanted to put the Bears, but I'm not.
I'm glad you didn't.
I'm actually number 5, man. I'm gonna go a 3-way tie.
Nah, homie.
Hear me out.
Nah, homie. No, sir.
Right, number 5, I'm still going with Tampa Bay.
Worst. Okay. I respect both of those lists. I disagree. Overall, I'm gonna go with overall. You know, it ain't my list to agree or disagree with. Overall, number 5 team in NFL, and it was a hard hustle for this, because they got they rolling and they got defense, and I believe y'all know how I feel. Real NFL don't start till week 6. Y'all, I've been saying that for about 5 years since they took the physicality out of practice and things of that nature. So, because real football don't start to week 6. Hold up. Microwave said defense alone, I should put them at 4. The Seattle defense is worse than Dallas. Yeah, it is a sieve, but not my list. Number 5 team in the National Football League to me. They got a quarterback playing off the chain. I do believe their defense is going to tighten up, and I understand they ain't played no knockouts, but hey, they've been jack rolling everybody who came their way, and that's the Buffalo Bills. Shout out to the Buffalo Bills. They're number 5 team in the league, if you ask me. The Ravens. The reason I got the Ravens number 4. People keep saying Lamar Jackson is hit or miss on these deep balls. First of all, I'm starting to understand why people like Tiffany Sports Hill, Tiffany Sports Hill and Deacon Dale wanted John Harbaugh to get fired. He coaching like a Riri. He out here, he on the Riri side of the game. Look, I understand that you're going to have to develop Lamar Jackson as a quarterback at some point, as a deep passer at some point. But how about this? Go get his uncle, and he can help him in the practice. And you get Antonio and Hollywood Brown to catch the ball, because I don't give a damn who you are. The best quarterbacks, young and old, have solid people to throw the ball to. Lamar does not have a deep threat who's running proper routes, who he can get comfortable with. Until he gets that, hey, Mr. Harbaugh, I've never coached any games in the league. I've never won a Super Bowl. But one thing I do know is football. You run to win, you throw the score, y'all averaging 6 yards a carry. God damn it, run the ball, get the play action going, and let Lamar throw it to wide open receivers until he develops as a better passer. I understand. Shout out to Deacon Dale. Shout out to Tiffany Sports Hill for putting me on to why they wanted his ass fired. Number 3 team, the Kansas City Chumps. Shout out to the Raiders for kicking their draws in their ass. Raider Nation, win, lose, or tie. Raider Nation till I die. I do like the Kansas City Chiefs. I do think Sunday was a fluke game. It was a divisional game. A game that I predicted. Shout out to HRap. But they're going to have to tighten up their defense, and they're going to have to stop leaning on that right shoulder of my man Patrick Mahomes, boy. Dopest quarterback in the game right now, but it's too much on him right now. Run the hell out the ball. You drafted that dude out of LSU for a reason. Run the damn ball. The Packers are not going to be in my top 5 for long because they're running a mass unit up there in Green Bay. I don't know what's going on. They got Manny Moore and Jack playing with A-Rod. A-Rod is playing off the chain. But they got too many injuries, so they're not going to be in my top 5 probably next week. And the Seabags, because I like their coaching. The defense, I anticipate them getting better with Snacks. I anticipate Adams coming back. And it's hard to beat Dangerous Wilson. Comments, questions, concerns, thoughts. Holla at your boy. Nothing.
Your list is tough. Most of my teams was on your list anyway. If you thought that was in the NFL, that's the NFL. So.
Yes, I did. Die line. Exactly. Rap is in the bill. No, but hey man, it's hard. I like Pete Carroll, and that's why I put them at the top. I think that defense is gonna be secured by Snacks. Shout out to the Bears for being stupid as hell once again and not picking them up, seeing how people run up the middle as if it's a practice game on y'all. But I think Pete gonna get that together. Adams gonna come back and secure that secondary. Once that secondary is secure, once that pass rush is secure, and those dudes flying off the edges like a pack of wild dogs, it's going down. Honorable mention on my list, unlike your boy tried to hit 3 people, I will go honorable mention Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Tuxedos.
Well, it looks like that the New York Jets, or this end of season, as you usually call them, are looking to trade Le'Veon Bell. Oh?
They may as well. I mean, they may as well, man. Who wants to play for the Jets? Here's a real question. Who's going to win the first game, the Jets or the Giants?
I actually got the Giants winning this weekend. So I think the Giants will win the first game. Hey man, them cats, I don't know what the hell he must have had a hell of an interview. That one was terrible. But the thing about it is, the running back position, who needs a running back?
Who needs a running back? You need me to alphabetize this? Everybody needs a running back.
Who needs a running back?
Time for the HRap rant of the week. I'm throwing it in y'all face. Anybody who doubted me over the last 2-3 years, and I've been telling y'all, you run to win, you throw to score. Every team in the league with a running back is kicking ass and taking ass. Pittsburgh Steelers.
A running back. Pittsburgh Steelers don't need a running back. They got Connor and they got Smith.
But the Pittsburgh Steelers need a go-to feature back. I'm sitting in Pittsburgh. Pray to God they don't trade his ass to New England to help out that old retarded ass the Riri quarterback. The Giants can use him. He ain't got to change career. Philadelphia can use him. Microwaves team. But they need as much help as they can get. They running the mass unit too.
But Sanders is healthy though.
Who would you rather have, him or Levy?
Give me Sanders at this point.
Now, Green Bay Packers could use him. The Packers of Green Bay could definitely use him.
Oh man, they got Williams backing up
Jones. Jones gonna get hurt this week.
Yeah.
What you want to bet Jones get hurt this week?
Stop it, man. Don't say that. And they drafted somebody too. They drafted a running back in like the 3rd round. Now New England, I see that. I don't see. Yeah, I see New England, but Pittsburgh, I don't know if they'll want to go down that route.
I'm reading what Microwave just said. I ain't laughing at you.
So yeah, I see New England, but anybody else, I don't see.
Well,
we'll take them up. We'll take them up in Indy. Lost more than that.
Speaking of Indy, they need to put down Bill Murray, a.k.a. Groundhog Day, a.k.a. Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers ain't worth 2 dead flies smashed together. I told y'all that. Everybody told me, but he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah, that's what he was. What he is now is a bomb. A BAUM bomb. He had a shaky arm leaving South Carolina State. And he got a trash arm now. He anticipates throws. When he throws the ball, it looks like a boot. He needs to go home. They need to say, hey, Andrew Luck, you coming this week to the game? All right, cool. When you leave, take Phil with you. Jacoby Brissett should have been a starting quarterback from word go, and people didn't want to listen to your boy.
I agree with you. I liked Jacoby Brissett last year. He got hurt, he was putting up numbers.
Phil Rivers. That dude is a bomb. You know what's funny? Look. This is how you know Phil Rivers. Well, the Chargers as an organization is shaky as hell. People hate the Raiders. Bronco fans hate the Raiders. Raiders hate the Broncos. Chiefs fans despise the Raiders. Raiders fans despise the Chiefs. Raiders, Chiefs, and Bronco fans don't hate the Chargers. You've never heard anybody in your life say, man, I can't stand the Chargers. And why is that? Where should Tyrod Taylor get traded to? If traded at all.
No, they can't trade him now because Buddy is trying to throw as many touchdowns as he can as far as his salary. So what are you making, like $23 million this year? So he's trying to throw 23 interceptions, man. So they can't trade Tyrod, man.
He a rookie, and I'm sick of people trying to tell me that dude is great too. I'm gonna give it to Pep. What's his name? Pep Harris. Used to be the offensive coordinator for Andrew Luck at Stanford and with the Colts. Pep got the boy playing better than I thought he could, but hey, y'all gonna have to give me 2 seasons of that. Otherwise, he getting the Rick Meyer award. Rivers throws like he has a blown out shoulder. I'm assuming that's blown out shoulders. He's always thrown like that microwave. Hey, Ash Rocker, Pep Hamilton. Thank you. I'm giving credit to Pep Hamilton because dude is a suck MC. But ask Chief Rocker. Chief Rocker can confirm this. Me and Chief Rocker was talking trash on the show last year, and it was the last game against the Chiefs and the Raiders. I literally predicted the dude who was gonna intercept the ball from Phillip Rivers. Bum.
He did it again last week on Sunday.
3 minutes to go, 2 timeouts, 70 yards to go. Phil Rivers is going to hit everybody. All the DBs on the other team fighting at the line of scrimmage to get in the game. Oh, he was born without shoulders. And he got the little kid shoulder pads on. But, hey, he can have on. They can let Phillip Rivers play in his draws. He a bum. Bum. And people kill me. Well, the Chargers never really had defense. Yeah? Yeah? Did you let Lights Out know about that? Stay Out know about that? Cromartie know about that? Phillip Rivers is a bum. He been living off beating Peyton Manning with a blown out knee for years. Oh my God. Shout out to RC for the diss of the decade. Shout out. I'm gonna give him this love and then I'm gonna read. RC just put in the chat room. Phillip Rivers throws like Mary J. Axe on power. Terrible. Man, I told y'all, man. Shout out to RC, man, because y'all was dissing me when I told y'all Mary J can't play dead in the Cowboy movie. And so y'all love me. Look, I love Mary too, but Mary J can't play dead in the Cowboy movie. I'm gonna need her to act like how can't you act like a girl from New York? Really? That is the real worst shit I've ever seen in my life. Well, I'm gonna start off with them.
She works for Nas and Belly, man.
Oh boy! Oh God! She is Nas and Belly. They went to the Bokeem Woodbine School of Acting. Yeah, Nas and Belly. Yeah. She the girl Nas. They need to stick to kicking it. No, you know what? She not worse than Nas and Belly. You know why? Because she killed it in Mudbone. And she killed it in the Umbrella Academy. Nas, he was horrible as the drug dealer and In Too Deep, and he was worser, not worse. He was worser in Belly. I want to go to Africa. Boy, where in Africa? Stop it. And then they laid them two tickets on the table and said, to Africa. Horrible. Yeah, they can't get right. Exactly. Nah, man. Microwave, you know Bokeem Woodbine. He couldn't act sleepy. He getting better, though. I got to get it up. He getting better. But when he's playing that dude in, what's the dude? Jason's Lyric. and every other thing but dead president. That boy, he morning breath. He stinks. Dak Prescott had a horrific injury.
Oh, man.
Man. That man morning breath, man. Come on, man. Y'all finna defend Bokeem Woodbine, man, for real?
Hey, man, every time I see Phillip Rivers throw, I'm gonna think about that dance that Mary J. be doing and
I told y'all, man, if they let Mary J. do that dance before all her actor shit, she come in rocking, she might get it better, man, but she trying to act hood, man. Come on, son. Okay. I bet you if they let me play HRap in a movie, hey, we just need you to be HRap. I'm not gonna be in there. Man, he smelled like garbage. Nah. You smell, man. Mary J. Blige and Power, Nas and everything he did but be Nas, Bokeem Woodbine.
Hey, what about Puffy and that Carlito's Way Right?
Oh my God. Puffy is garbage truck juice. Puffy was garbage truck juice, Jack. Puffy don't need to act like nothing but somebody who's gonna beat you out your money. Don King 2K. No. See, they look, they saw Will Smith. They saw Ice Cube, thought it was sweet. Huh?
Since we talking about bad acting performance, what about the shorty in South Central? He was horrible, man.
Oh my God. Stop, man. Woo. Woo.
Why y'all killing me in movies like this?
Man. Straight like that, Ray Ray. I was glad when Willie Manchester shot that fool, man. I don't play no hunky ball. Stop it, son. Slow down. You killing me. You killing me, man. You killing me, man. No.
You old Harry brother.
15 bucks. That dude was oh my God. Whatever his name is, 15 bucks. He can't even count. You can't count in the movie. It's horrible. You got lines and got in the math wrong. Come on, man. Man, back to sports, man, because we can go all night on this. I forgot about Puffy. I literally erased that from my thing. Before today, I erased that Puffy thing out of my mind because that's how bad he was, man. That man, his acting is everybody old drunk Uncle Feet. Stink, mate. That nigga stink. Back to sports.
Sorry, man. Back to sports.
My main man, number 4, Rain Dakota Prescott. Did we see his last game in Dallas? Before y'all answer, my prediction is my man Rain is gonna be a New England Patriots, and y'all gonna be mad again. Answer that question.
No, he's definitely gonna keep coming back. Yes, unless Jerry bring out the biggest contract ever for him and make a lot guaranteed, I think he's gonna go somewhere else.
No, I think he's gonna be there at least for the next year, man. Because they can franchise him again. It'll be $37 million.
Hey, you know what?
I don't think he's going nowhere.
If I was Dak agent, I would go to Jerry and say, Jerry, he's a man. You ain't gonna punk him like that. He's a man. Enough with the South Central.
There's a man Buddha. There's a man here, Buddha.
There's a man here, Jerry. No, if I was Dak, I'd ask out, man. You signed with them Patriots.
His wounds will heal.
If you take his goods, you can replace his mouth. If you would take his ankle, you can't replace a man's ankle. But see, that's that sucker shit though, man.
He's a dog pole.
Look, this dude. Now you done went on the Damon Wayans.
2000. Oops, by the time my bacon smelling fine.
But If I was Dak, I would want to leave. Because at the end of the day, man, because Jerry didn't want to pay him, his career is really hanging in the balance. He could be the next alliteration to Teddy Bridgewater. Seriously. Because think about it. Teddy Bridgewater should if Teddy Bridgewater would have stayed with the Vikings, they would have beat Favre. I mean, it wouldn't have been no miracle in what was that miracle and whatever miracle it was. It wouldn't have been no miracle throw. But I think they'd have beat Nick Foles and them. Teddy Bridgewater Dak Prescott could be the next Teddy Bridgewater, just floating around for a couple of years, hoping somebody get hurt. So if it was me, I'm going up to New England and get me $125 million guaranteed on the Kirk Cousins side of the game, 5 years, and I'm gonna be up there with Bill Belichick. He gonna teach me how to steal the signs off the defenders, like he taught Brady, obviously, and then I'm gonna get it in. But talk to me about that Cowboys. Cowboys Giants. That means we going NFC first. Big Illinois, you the NFC guy. Talk to me, Cowboys Giants. Speak on it.
And I thought the Giants was going to pull that one out, man. But wasn't meant to be. But I don't know, man. The Cowboys might be in trouble, man. They got that bad defense, and Andy Dalton don't have the pocket presence as Dak has. So it might be a long year for the Cowboys, man. I hope not, because I picked them to win the division, but I don't know. If Andy Dalton played like he played this last couple of years,
I forgot.
It might be a long year.
I'm talking to Microwave. I forgot he was an Eagle fan. I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. But I'm going with the black quarterback. Forget that. I got a bias. Everybody know I got a black guy bias. I'm sorry. I do like the Eagles, though. I like the Eagles, but I got a black guy bias. I'm sorry. Joe, you up next on this rapid fire close out this show. Get down. You talk about them Bears and Moses Malone, little brother, fold. But he ain't got the other two fold. Brady, talk to me.
The Bears? Oh, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised they even won it. But they did pull it out. Tom Brady on his ass a couple times. Lil Mack probably has one of the craziest snippets of football ever, because he flipped the shit, excuse my French, he flipped the shit out of a grown-ass man. Treat him like a rag doll. As far as it goes, I mean, I did pick the Buccaneers, but hey, they'll pick them up when one. Nice.
RC said the owner and GM wanted to move on from Teddy B. Zimmerman wanted to keep him. I would have quit if I was Zimmerman. Huge mistake, exactly. Big Illinois, the greatest team in the history of the world against the Chiefs.
Hey, man, before I say that, I want to say bear down. But, man, I'm telling you, the Chiefs was my surprise team. I mean, the Raiders is going to be my surprise team. But they won't beat them again when they play.
Slow down, man. Hey, I didn't ask you about nothing in the future, man. Go ahead, Mr. Cleo. I ain't asked you about all that. I asked you about that game.
But, I mean, it's a pattern with the Kansas City Chiefs as far as early in the season, because the Chargers could beat them as well. But, I mean, it's still going to be at the end of the year in a championship game. But the Raiders, man, if they can show up the middle of that defense and run the ball with Jacobs.
What I tell you about Jacobs? What I tell you about Jacobs 5 weeks ago, huh? What I tell you?
They'll come in second place in this season.
The Seabags versus the RCs. Joe?
Oh, man. Russell Wilson. Man. He make it happen like he always do. Playing, MVP football. I said Kirk Cousins on a primetime game. And you're right. Right.
The Vikings need to trade Zimmerman to the Raiders so they can get some defense. No offense, RC, but yeah, that's what I think. The Steelers versus the Microwaves. Big Illinois.
Steelers versus
Eagles. Eagles. That's microwave team, man.
oh yeah, that's good. Hey man, you know how I feel about Wentz, man. He actually showed me a little something Sunday, man. Once he set his foot, I mean, I guess that's for every quarterback, but it just seemed like his mechanics have been off most of the year. But Sunday, man, other than like one or two mistakes, I think they should have actually won that game. But once again, they having issues with their defense as well. So, but I think the Eagles should win that division since the Cowboys is in trouble.
The 49ers versus the Mamas. That's my mama's favorite team. And Jimmy G, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know what Jimmy G was doing. Of course, he got benched, so I will.
He was hitting wide open linebackers.
Yeah, well, I know about that too because I got Phillip Rivers as my quarterback. So, but Fitzmagic did his thing. He the Dolphins ain't bad. It's just him. He gives you them games where it's like you're not expecting him to do good. You throw 5 touchdowns.
Bam!
Next week, you throw 5 interceptions.
This is a result of not following the HRap plan. You run to win, you throw to score. Y'all keep thinking it's a passing league. They keep promoting that so y'all can play fantasy football. And the team with the best running game always win the Super Bowl. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know nothing. I'm just saying.
Hey, but you know what, though? That game, man, they went down too quick to start developing a running game.
No, I'm just saying. You can always develop a running game. You saw what happened with the Giants versus the D-Grades versus the Chief Rockets.
Was marching up and down the field on them. I mean, I don't know.
The backup Big Illinois versus the racial slurs or the buses.
The racial slurs.
The giant, the Rams versus the Redskins, Negro.
They didn't watch the football team.
They the racial slurs till they get another name.
They didn't watch the football team, man.
I'm 50. They the racial slurs.
I don't know, but I thought that they changed quarterback and put Allen in there, but it seemed like the same motherfucker at quarterback to me.
Hey, man, I think you just took Joe's job, man. The Deacondales versus the Bungles. Joe?
Light work. That's it at the offense. Now, I do agree with you talking about earlier about not getting more weapons in regards to the throwing game. Hollywood Brown can run a few routes, but he can't do everything. He can't throw Mark Andrews all the time. But as far as it goes, the Bungles are, and they just made slight work of them.
The fuck Cams versus the everybody who live in Georgia.
But the thing with just piggyback off of what Joe just said though, but Lamar missed practice most of the week. He didn't really practice until either Thursday or Friday. So it seemed to me like he was favoring his knee some. So that's another thing with them. But who you say? I'm sorry, the Falcons and
the fuck Cams.
Man, I told you, Carolina, man. Look out for Carolina, man. That offense is humming, and they're gonna get Buddy back, TMC. Look out for Carolina, man.
For all you people
the Falcons is just the Falcons, man. When I saw Julio Jones wasn't playing, and then Matt Ryan, who they trying to trade, overthrowing wide open receivers, so I was like, man, this game is over.
Matty Shea Wright has been a bum since he's at Boston College. Overrated. he is the quarterback what Trump is the presidency. The backup Joes versus the Jags. Versus the play with yourselves.
Okay, so the Texans against the Jaguars. Houston got their first win. They got rid of Bill O'Brien, and Brandon Cooks finally woke up. He finally came to play.
I'm taking this one. Drew Brees is washed. Get that man some body wash. He get him a hot towel. He is washed. That man might as well be throwing underhand. Stop telling me about Thomas ain't there. His arm is Thomas, an English muffin. He got too many holes in it. It's over for Drew Brees. Jameis, somebody tell that fat lady he up in 5 minutes.
You think he'll ever bench him though?
He gonna have to if he want to win. It's over for Drew Brees, Jack.
Because did you peep that when they scored that time the touchdown in the fourth when he put in Tyson Hill? Did you peep how he was pissed off on the sideline, right?
Hey man.
Usually he'd be all good, but he was pissed off when he put him in at that time.
The reason I hate Drew Brees is because 4 years ago, when Kaepernick was kneeling, he was the first chump to speak out. Then he spoke out again this year, but it really ain't got nothing to do with either one of those things. I think he stayed an extra year to block Teddy Bridgewater so that boy Taysom Hill could get that job. I'm going to my grave thinking that. Drew Brees, I'm enjoying your demise. You couldn't hit a roach in stride, Jack. He's finished, and I'm glad. And if the Chargers don't fire whoever is their trainer, their physical trainer, they need to get slapped because everybody on their damn team is always hurt. What the hell is going on with their medical staff? But I think I'm kidding like 25%, but I do believe it's over for Drew Brees in the end. Sean Payton don't want to stop letting him throw the ball. I understand last night he had to throw the ball 1,000,001 times. But at the end of the day, when you got an Asian quarterback, I hope Bruce Arians is listening to this. When you got a quarterback that's 3 days older than baseball, he is not going to be the reason you win. You used to be the man. I told y'all last year at the beginning of the year. I told y'all the year before last, the last time the Patriots won the Super Bowl, I told y'all, I said, look, Tom Brady used to be Wolverine. He is Logan. And this dude is old Ben Affleck Batman. It's over. It's time to move the hell on. But with that being said, I hope my man Big Anthony don't get fired in LA because I don't know what the hell going on with that medical staff. Keenan Allen gets hurt every year. You know, it's like, what's going on? I remember years and years ago, my man, what's his name? His last name was Bruce. Isaac Bruce for the Rams. He used to blow out his hamstrings all the time. Their medical staff figured out he couldn't take the pound on that AstroTurf that he used to be able to take it. They catered a program around him, and he ended up potentially being a Hall of Famer. They need to do something in Los Angeles and San Diego because it was happening down there too with that fucking physical therapist staff. Whoever doing it for the Eagles, he need to be fired too. Something is going on in both of those places because every single solitary year these dudes are beat up beyond belief. It's a brutal, it's a physical game, but it's awful strange that every year the Philadelphia Eagles running the MASH unit. Every year the Chargers running the MASH unit. What the hell is going on? Drew Brees is finished, and that's all I got to say about it. Y'all can speak on it from there.
Man, I feel bad for Justin Herbert because he balled. And as you said, something is wrong with that medical staff because everybody's always mixed. Everybody always out. And it's been like that for years. So something does need to change in the medical staff. The Saints got lucky. That's all I got to say about that. They're supposed to lose that game.
Yeah, they were not supposed to lose that game. It was, man, and it's just, man, I'm tired of the excuse. Don't nobody want to talk about it, but it's just, how the hell don't, everybody have injuries, dog. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like a series of car crashes. They say football is a series of 20-mile-per-hour car crashes. I get it, man. I need a backiotomy right now. My knee messed up, my ankle's messed up. When I blink sometime it hurt. It's a brutal game. But it's just strange that these two teams lead the league in injuries every year. Something is going on inside of that building and it's not right. I don't get it. Please help me understand. But the Saints ain't gonna win nothing as long as Drew Brees is the quarterback. Simply because he ain't caca. The last game of the week, it's the Mandalorians. They beat. Who did they beat? They beat the Colts. We ain't talking about your team, Joe. I'll let you bury your team against the Mandalorians. And he just entered the building. The Joes versus the Mandalorians.
All right. Well, the Colts. You got Philip Rivers. Brown jumped on it real quick. And then ran the ball, and Philip Rivers went. And by the time we started trying to come back, Philip Rivers was 6'6", and was over with. That's it. Time for Jacoby. I'm ready for Jacoby to play.
Is Faker Will Fail finally a quarterback, or are they covering for him with the running game?
Hey man,
he got pop. He got pop.
They following your blueprint, though.
I know.
Right. Yeah.
Because he's a bum. He's an interception waiting to happen. I'm telling you, they need to go and get. I bought it off eBay. Just ask Cam, and they'll win a Super Bowl. Otherwise, same old sorry ass Browns. Because Faker Will Fail is gonna blow a Mandalorian. Sorry, bro. Mandalorian talking real trash out there too, man. He talking crazy. The Al Capone of the microphone out there talking crazy. But hey, don't get your hopes up too high. To quote the Wolf from Pulp Fiction, let's not start sucking each other's dicks just yet, Mandalorian. Your quarterback is garbage truck juice. I'm just letting you know. He stinks.
Wow.
I mean, it's not. Hey, man. Again, man.
I know. I'm watching the game, and Derrick Henry just pancakes this.
Derrick Henry, a grown ass man, dog.
And he just treated Josh Norman like he was a 3-year-old.
With that being said, man, it's been an awesome week in sports. Hopefully, hey, you know what? Before we go, man, talk to me about this boo-boo flu in the NFL. Talk to me, man. Thoughts on the boo-boo flu in the National Football League? Are they bogus for playing these games on Tuesdays? What in the fuck is going on?
I mean, it's gotta
say Thursday.
Right. I mean, you're going home to the family. You don't know who the family is. Which shit, the only way you can do it is by quarantining and shit. I don't know, man. I don't know how you can really stop that shit with that, though, man.
I think they should institute some type of quarantine for these players, or force them to stay the hell in the house. If you are a National Football League player, I'm gonna pull out my soapbox. Attention. If you're a National Football League player and you are going anywhere but getting in your car, going to practice, getting in your car, going home, getting in your car, going to the game, getting in your car, going home, you are 30% retarded. You are in some cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. In some cases, tens of millions of dollars on the line, and everything in between. you are outside of your goddamn mind if you ain't doing the food delivery, the grocery delivery. I'm staying in the crib. You have to be outside of your damn mind to blow it in this way. I think this the Al Capone of the microphone. Mandela is in the building. What's good, my brother?
What's happening? What's good, man?
What's buzzing, cousin?
What's good? Oh man, I'm just getting home, fresh out the shower, trying to get ready for the show, and I tuned in, and just I'm right on time. It sounds like.
Oh yeah. You know your quarterback name should be Faker Willfeld.
Hey, you know what? All I know is somebody must have lost an athlete bet or something. Somebody picked it on the, I ain't the only person rocking Brown something that had me. Somebody must have lost something. I was listening to folks show last week. Didn't want to pick my team because everybody like, well, we don't see what they do. Cause, you know what? I don't care if folks don't believe in my team. I get that. I understand the reason, right? I truly do. But it is what it is, though. Now just to be clear, right? Just to be clear, I'm excited as a Browns fan, just as a fan in general.
I can dig it.
But I also understand the game. There's been many, because I've seen teams go 7-0 and not make playoffs.
Right.
Like the city where I live.
Right. Derek Anderson. Right? I remember that.
Okay? That wasn't too long ago.
Right.
It was a couple teams that done that. But so, saying that, when we folks don't want to give us credit for when we do look good, or when we do look better, or when we don't blow a game when we normally would have blown that game. Other teams that's in the league that, they look like they picking up these Cleveland Brown old school characteristics, and we shedding them, and somebody else picking it up.
Would you be talking about somebody who lives with your team?
Huh?
Would you be speaking about somebody who lives with your team? I ain't trying to start the fight.
That's one of them.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's not just the Falcons, because I ain't gotta say it. Shit, they fired their coach and their GM. So it ain't about what Mad Jelly owns, say. Arthur Blank spoke up for that.
Yeah, they should change their name to the Pigeons.
Hey, it is what it is. But my point is, I don't care who team out there. A lot of these cats, and you know what? And I know he probably ain't in the show no more because but he might be listening. My man Microwave. I don't know how he be trying to hype up, some more pigeons. I don't know if you call them red pigeons and green pigeons. I don't know. Right.
I'm staying out of that.
I was in his show last week when I was at work. He tried to tell me, we leading our division. What? You got one win, a tie, and 2 losses. You thinking about leading your division? At that time, I'm just saying.
I don't think I'm invited to the cookout at Microwave House. He used to send your boy a link to his show. He don't send his boy nothing. I'm just saying.
I didn't get the link. I wasn't one of them groups most especially to stop. But it is what it is, right? But who don't understand my joy being a lifelong Browns fan? You get it? I've been my whole life. Now I understand. Exactly. So, but understand, now mind you, I used to like the Oilers back when they had Earl Campbell,
right,
and Billy White Shoes Johnson,
right.
I even liked the American team back in the day when they had Tony D and guys like Bush Johnson and
Drew Pierce. Don't say Drew Pierce too loud. RC is in the chat room. You might get cut.
Oh, wait.
Anticipate seeing a push-off post any second now.
I don't know what's behind. Yes, there's some hate coming behind that. I don't know the story behind that, but for real, like, so, I mean, I used to like those teams growing up, shooting up when they had those type of players back then, but all in all, I've been a Brooklyn fan. The original Cardiac Kid, you know, players that people had like they forgot about, they go, oh, right? So that's where my loyalty comes from. I've never been one of these front runner loyalty. You know, I think I was 15 winning, now my team losing.
Nah, man, I feel you because
like I hear a lot of people say every day, you know, in these shows and just, you know, period. So I just kind of wanted to get that out there for everybody that always got something to say.
I can't really talk, man.
Browns are like, oh, here go man Deleon with his Browns.
Hey, man, I can't talk.
Won a couple games.
I can't talk, bro. I was born in Chicago, and after every bad game, they used to have the Raiders on NBC. That's how I became a Raider fan. So my team has been out the playoffs 14 of the last 15 years. They might as well be the light Browns. So I can't really talk to you. But I feel you. I feel you because I used to, because his name Brian, I used to rock with Brian Sipe hard. Webster Slaughter hard.
Okay, right. There you go. I was talking about them today, too. So that was the Cardiac Kids when somebody said something to me today. And so,
I still ain't got over the drive or the fumble. Because, you know, me being a Raider fan, I hated John Elway. Fuck your couch, John Elway.
Okay, exactly. So
Frank Mendenfield, Hanford Dixon. I was rocking with them. But I played defense. I was the only kid dumb enough to want to run backwards. So all my favorite players growing up were defensive players.
Right.
So, you know, that's how I ended up rocking with them. But I always been, I can't talk.
Right, and you know, and like I say, like, it's, you know, we had on defense, like you said, you named, you know, the original dog pound, like the original originator, and Prediction and Frank Mendes, right?
With Big Daddy on the line.
Oh man.
See, I was dumb enough to want to run back with it as a kid, so I liked all the defensive players.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
With your head on the right?
Yeah. No, I played. I don't know how I was the only kid in the world. Like when I was a shorty, I liked Mel Blount and the Assassin. Then I started liking Hanford Dixon and Frank Mendenfield, the Judge, Lester Hayes, and Mike Haynes. I was a big Everson Walls. Yeah, Ronnie Lott, Everson Walls. Steve Atwater. I don't know how everybody. I'm gonna be this guy. I want to be Jerry Rice. I never wanted to be Jerry Rice. Lester Hayes, the Judge, man. Judge supposed to be in the Hall of Fame. I was never that guy that wanted to be the offensive guy. I always wanted to play defense. So, Deron Cherry for the Chiefs.
I played both. As a kid, I played both. I played defensive back, safety, and
I played wide receiver once, and literally, and I'm not kidding, this dude hit me. I went across the middle once. Walter Nash threw the ball a little too high. Dude hit me in the stomach and little shit came out, man. They literally knocked the shit out. No bullshit.
I believe that, because I've done it.
I was like, oh, I'm back over here. Rest in peace, Jimmy Fields.
I used to love the tall dudes, you know, when I'm playing safety. So, you know, they be like, yeah, just throw it up, I'll go get it. You know, he too, you know, just throw the ball up, I get it.
Fuck that.
Like you said, that dude put up just a little too high. And here I come. I'm coming. You know what? I can't intercept it. I ain't going to make it to intercept it, so I'm coming full blast. And I'm about to put this ball in you. We about to go 5 yards out of bounds from right here.
Hey, man. On the real. I was like, oh, no. This part of the game ain't for me. Y'all had this.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm retiring. I retired that day. Shout out to my coach, Willie Green. for putting me back at DB like I was supposed to be. Shout out, rest in peace to my coach Jimmy Fields for letting me switch back to defense.
Wow. Okay. Like, get me up out of here.
Man, I wasn't for it, man. That getting hit shit was not cool.
Well, I used to give him and take him. You know, but I used to love it. I used to love playing defense because it wasn't nothing like laying somebody out. You know, it wasn't nothing like getting an interception or fumbling. You know, just the stuff that go along with, you know, just being able to take out that anger. You know, somebody else. You know, that I got a bad day. We about to have a good game.
Exactly. And that's why I said, y'all can catch as many footballs as y'all like. Man, good luck with them Browns. We about to hit the wrap it up button. Promote your show. Put your social media out there so we can get you some support.
Yeah, definitely. I just went back in the chat and I just seen RC and Jay say something there. But definitely, man. Hey, I'm actually getting ready for my show that's coming on tonight, Tasty Talk. HRap, I want to talk to you about my Thursday show. I don't even want to say what the topic is, but I'll text you or talk to you a little later.
For sure.
After the show.
You already know. You already know.
I mean, I really got a great, but I want to have the time to go ahead and talk to you and promote it. I want to have you and just like a ripple file. I've been thinking about it for weeks, but I just, you know.
I'm down, man.
But like I said, tonight, Tasty Talk. Tonight we having a erotic phone retreat starting at 9.
Oh, damn, I forgot to write me a joint, man. Damn.
Yeah, we put it out there. We done put it out there for like a week. So.
I know. I forgot to do it. I was going to write a poem called Butt Naked Under My Clothes.
Butt naked under your clothes. Goddamn.
Oh, damn, we got to do the picks. We still got to do the picks.
All right, man. Look, I'm going to let you go because I know you're trying to wrap it up, man. But check us out tonight, man. Check out New Max Radio. Myself and a lovely, lovely, girly girl. Check us out on Friday, Thursday, for Behind Closed Doors. Friday Night Live with myself, the one and only man, DeLeon. And you can catch Gigi on Saturday with songs your mama used to play while cleaning up the house on a Saturday morning.
You got it, man. Much love. I'll see you in the show in a minute. We finna hit the wrap it up button.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man. Y'all have fun.
Man, thanks for calling in. Thanks for the support. It's all good. Nothing but love.
All right, it's all.
All right, man. That was the one and only Mandela on the Al Capone microphone, New Max Radio. Check him out. He'll be on in about a hot 90 minutes. And man, close. We ain't gonna do the picks right now because we still gotta wait for this game tonight to end. But make sure you go into the group for the Pick'em ESPN Pick'em group. By the way, I'm a toot my own horn. HRap had the most goodest week of the year. He's been consistently at third party. Only had one bad week. 10, 11, 7, and another 11. I'm at a whopping 5th place. Number 4 is where is I'm tied for 5th place. And I did say where is yes, I said that. I'm 7. 7 and 7th place. Chuck D is in 5th, tied with Daryl, my brother-in-law. Next up is the number 1 Chief Rocker Jersey firm. My homeboy Chad Tripp is tied for 3rd. Some dude named Just Joe the Kappa. He's number 2. And number 1 is Deacon Dale, the Wild Accent. Remember, when you listen to a show, though, go to www.deacondale.com, download the Translate Deacon Dale's Accent app, and you'll be able to enjoy your show. All right, man. Pardon shots, brethren.
every week, man. Hey, everybody be safe out there. Enjoy this week. No more basketball, but hey, football will be back around in a couple days. Be safe.
Yeah, man, be safe, man. Get those 15 boxes from the Aryan Brotherhood. And
do still.
Tune in tomorrow night for the Backyard Podcast.
Okay. Great promotion there, big San Francisco, big Illinois, or wherever you're from. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is HRap B from Built for This Network. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I want you guys to tune in tomorrow, as we just said. Start off the day tomorrow with D Great. West Coast Wednesdays is going to be awesome as usual. D Great always put in mad work. Wednesday mornings, Westside Wednesdays, good vibe, good people, whole lot of good entertainment. Then tune in the evening for the happy hour with the homie, the human accent, Deacon Dale, and then wrap up your evening with Big Illinois and his backyard crew. And then I want you guys to tune in Thursday for Chiz Roundtree and DJ Mad Knox, Theory of the Culture. Personally, my favorite show on the network. Then you want to tune in tomorrow evening for the semifinal episode of the Lovecraft Review. We're also going to review Enslaved. Please tune in tomorrow, y'all. It's going to be a great show. It'll be me, D Great. We invite everybody to call, enjoy, be a part of the show, man, because it's a show for the people. It ain't just, we got the food tonight, and we usually got the food on all our shows. But this show is for engaging with us. It's an awesome show. It's science fiction. It's sci-fi. It is it's sci-fi. It is what is it? Sci-fi, horror, biblical, spiritual, black history. It's a little bit of everything, man. It's an awesome show. If you haven't seen it, you cheating yourself. Tune in. Go to HBO. Go to your Fire Stick. A lot of y'all, ain't no crime in that. Check out Lovecraft Country. And then, I forgot. I'm sorry. I apologize. No One Chief Rocker got a football show. It starts off, I think, 10 a.m. on Fridays. And then you got Knox. Then you got me and D Great. And then you got my main man, Mandela, on behind closed doors. Friday always starts off good. You got the microwave coming on. Then you got D Great with Taboo Gudio. Then you got DJ Mad Knox. Then you got Big Illinois. I think I'm sexy. I'm doing this with a tank top on, or a silk wife beat on. Smooth grooves. Then Saturday morning, you got Deacon Dale and DJ Purplicious. You got me in the evening, the Black Swan Experience at night. You got my man Raider. Sunday morning, you got Tiger Park. You also have, again, my man D Great killing it on the ones and twos. Sunday Night Love Jones. Good vibe, good conversation. It's always good. Monday morning, you got the number one Chief Rocker, Jersey Vern. Then you got DJ Mad Knox on Tuesdays. Then you got yours truly, Big Illinois, and Joe the Kappa. Backyard Podcast. See y'all in 166 hours. Actually, I'll see y'all in about a day. Because 23 and a half hours I'll see y'all in. But I'll see y'all in 166 hours. This is the end of the Bitch Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, share, like, rate, subscribe on all podcast networks. Look us up, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Wherever you can find us, subscribe, leave a comment, rate 5 stars. Holla at your boy. Get at me on @HRap_B on Instagram and Twitter. Joe, y'all want to give out y'all social media before I sign off?
Yeah, man.
I want to be on there.
But I'm Big Illinois 73 on Twitter, Instagram, and on Snapchat. I'll be on there every once in a while. But I use my real government name, Anthony Lansdowne, on Facebook. So.
All right, man. If you can, look me up. Brian D. Williams. There's a bunch of Brian Williams. There's a couple of white ones. So, D. Make sure you put the D, and then you look up at HRap_B. I'll let your boy. As I say every week, shout out to Reggie O'Shea, a.k.a. Combat Jack, a.k.a. the Podfather. Thanks for the inspiration. And I always sign off with homage to him. Dream those dreams and man up and woman up and live your dreams. Because life without dreams flows with black and white. Life with dreams flows with technicolor surround sound. And this is an HRapism. 2 fingers, 1 word. I'm HRap and I am out.
Built for this network, for the strong, not the weak.